here comes to the third element of a story, which is also very, very critical and also determines whether you're able to tell a story. Now, let me ask you this question. I'm sure in the group, there are going to be some of the fans of these Marvel superhero movies. Can I ask you guys, what is the common element amongst all Marvel superhero movies? If you think about it, of course, there's going to be a hero. But at the same time, there has to be a bad guy. Because if there's no villain, why would you need a hero in the first place? So think about a Batman movie. If there's a Batman movie without Joker, there is nothing Batman can do. Okay, so every story, if you want to define a story, every story is about a hero's journey. There's always going to be a certain person with a certain background. They must have gone through some challenges, difficulties, struggle, and hit the bottom part of their life. Okay, so think about it. Have you ever seen any hero that never struggled before? If they never struggled before, you would not define them as a hero, right? They must have gone through a very, very frustrating and desperate state. Finally, they had some personal breakthroughs, made the world a better place. That's what we call a story. Okay, we all understand that every story is the same. Now, if you understand this very basic principle, how do you relate this to a business presentation? Very importantly is, anytime, sell the problem before you sell the solution. Okay, one more time. Sell the problem before you sell the solution. Because in any kind of business cases, people would always tell you, please have your business justification. Have you thought about it? How do we define justification? The problem is the justification. Because if you don't have any problems in the first place, why would I even recommend something new? So of course, sometimes you might say, oh, but Gary, maybe for my case, the business is doing very well. We have no issues at all. Well, if that's the case, great for you. If you don't have an issue, then sell the opportunity. Okay, you could do something very similar as what I mentioned. I hope this is not too small for you. You could say, okay, I'm just making an example. Let's say now the business is growing very well for us globally. Asia is growing, North America is growing, Europe is growing. Within Asia, we see all different countries growing. But what we realize is within Asia, these few markets are growing particularly well under these categories and these brands. So that's why in the future, we also want to invest in A, B, and C. Okay? That makes sense? So do not directly begin with your recommendation. Your recommendation is always backed by either an issue or an opportunity as your justification.